Teeth the size of human hands. A bite force more than 20 tons, 3 times stronger than a great white shark. Fossil evidence reveals Megalodon wasn't just enormous. It was a predator so powerful, nothing in the ancient oceans was safe, not even whales. But what could create and then destroy such an unstoppable force? The truth behind Megalodon's dominance is stranger and deadlier than anyone expects. A single Megalodon tooth, discovered in the cliffs of Malta in 1843, measured nearly 18 centimeters, longer than an adult human hand. These teeth, serrated and thick, were built for crushing bone, not just slicing flesh. Fossil jaws reconstructed from dozens of such teeth suggest a predator reaching lengths between 52 and 67 feet, dwarfing the largest great white sharks by threefold. Some new evidence from Belgian vertebrae even pushes the upper estimate to over 24 meters, with a body bulkier and more powerful than any shark alive today. The jaw itself was a marvel. In 2001, diver Vito Bertucci recovered a nearly complete Megalodon jaw from a South Carolina riverbed. The arc spanned over 10 feet, wide enough for a grown person to stand inside. Each bite delivered a force calculated at up to 20 tons, enough to crush a car. This figure is not guesswork. Biomechanical models, using fossil jaw fragments and muscle attachment scars, confirm that Megalodon's bite outclassed any modern predator. By comparison, a great white's bite force peaks at about 2 tons. Scaling up from muscle attachment areas, Megalodon's jaws supported at least 3 times the muscle mass of a great white, delivering a closing force up to 10 times greater. The sheer scale of its anatomy did not stop at the mouth. Vertebrae from Belgian and Pacific finds reveal a trunk so robust it could power a single stroke that propelled this giant through the water at surprising speed. Its head alone stretched over 3 meters. The largest individuals likely weighed as much as 100 metric tons, rivaling small whales. Even newborn megalodons measured nearly 4 meters, longer than most adult great whites. No other shark, ancient or modern, combined such immense size with overwhelming physical power. Every fossil, every biomechanical study points to a creature that redefined what was possible in the ocean. Megalodon's anatomy was not just large, it was engineered for dominance. Such power, though, came with demands that ordinary sharks never faced. Fossilized whale bones, some dating back 5 million years, bear the unmistakable signature of Megalodon's hunting technique. Deep gouges, spaced in parallel lines along ancient vertebrae, match the serrated edges of Megalodon teeth. These wounds appear in the midsection and tail regions, vital targets that could cripple a whale with a single bite. The force behind each attack left splintered bone and, in some cases, evidence of repeated strikes, suggesting a predator that relied on power and precision, not just brute strength. Chemical traces embedded in Megalodon teeth reveal even more about its role at the top of the food chain. Scientists analyzed the nitrogen isotopes, specifically delta-15N, locked within the fossilized enamel. The results point to a diet dominated by marine mammals, whales, dolphins, and large seals. These high trophic level readings set Megalodon apart from other sharks, confirming it as a specialized hunter of giants. The strategy was simple, but devastating. Megalodon did not chase prey over long distances. Instead, it used short, explosive bursts of speed to ambush whales from below or behind, aiming for the spinal column. A single bite could sever nerves and blood vessels, immobilizing even the largest prey. This ambush pattern is supported by the placement of bite marks in the size of the wounds, too large for any other predator of the era. Even the youngest megalodons were born ready to hunt. Fossil deposits along Maryland's Calvert Cliffs contain dense clusters of juvenile teeth, far more than would be expected by chance. These sites, interpreted as prehistoric nurseries, offered shallow, protected waters where young sharks could feed on smaller whales and avoid competition with adults. The concentration of juvenile fossils, along with sediment DNA and isotope evidence, points to a level of parental investment rare among sharks. Megalodon's dominance was not just a product of its size. Every aspect of its behavior, from ambush tactics to nursery care, was tuned for control over the ancient seas. Its hunting mastery shaped entire ecosystems, forcing prey to evolve new defenses and altering the balance of life in the world's oceans. A body temperature of 27 degrees Celsius set Megalodon apart from every other shark in its world. Isotope analyses of fossil teeth confirm this giant was not simply cold-blooded like most fish. Instead, Megalodon kept its core far warmer than the surrounding ocean, sometimes by as much as 12 degrees. This regional endothermy powered its explosive hunting style and massive size, but it came at a steep cost. Maintaining that internal furnace required up to 70% more energy than a cold-blooded shark of comparable size. Every day, an adult megalodon needed to consume vast amounts of high-calorie prey just to keep moving. But the Pleistocene seas were changing. Ocean surface temperatures dropped by about 3 degrees, shrinking the warm, shallow habitats where Megalodon thrived. At the same time, fossil records show a sharp decline in the number of large whales, by some estimates, a 70% drop in prey biomass. With fewer whales to hunt, Megalodon's energy equation started to break down. Competition made things worse. Zinc isotope studies from fossil teeth reveal that early great white sharks began overlapping with Megalodon's diet. These newcomers, more agile and needing less food, could exploit the same hunting grounds and nursery sites. The result was a squeeze from all sides: colder water, less food, and new rivals. Dr. Michael Griffiths, whose team led the isotope research, describes this as a perfect storm. The very trait that allowed Megalodon to dominate, its internal heat, became a liability when the climate cooled and the menu shrank. The last known Megalodon tooth dates to about 3.6 million years ago, marking the end of a reign that nothing else has matched in the ocean since. 12 fossilized Megalodon teeth surfaced from a dig in Panama in 2023. Their enamel still sharp after millions of years buried in ancient seabeds. Each new find like this sparks a surge of curiosity, both in the scientific community and far beyond. In the months following the Panama announcement, global search interest for Megalodon spiked by 250%, outpacing even the most sensational dinosaur discoveries. Museums took notice. The Natural History Museum in London reported its Megalodon exhibit ranked among the top 5 most visited in 2022, drawing crowds eager to glimpse a fragment of the prehistoric giant. This fascination isn't limited to paleontologists or fossil hunters. Pop culture keeps Megalodon alive in ways science never intended. Films and novels imagine the shark lurking in unexplored depths, while social media threads debate blurry photos and alleged sightings. Yet no credible evidence supports the idea that Megalodon survived into modern times. Its last teeth date to around 3.6 million years ago, and none have ever been found in younger layers. Dr. Josh Davis of the Natural History Museum addresses these myths directly, explaining that every supposed modern Megalodon tooth is either a misidentified fossil or an outright hoax. Megalodon wasn't just a scaled-up great white, he says. It was a unique animal, and it's gone. Still, the legend endures, fueled by every new fossil unearthed and every headline promising a monster rediscovered. For scientists, each tooth and vertebra adds another piece to the puzzle of how this extraordinary predator lived and vanished. For the rest of us, Megalodon remains a canvas for speculation and awe, a reminder that the ocean once held creatures that defy our sense of what is possible. Today, the oceans still hold mysteries and warnings. Megalodon's fate shows how even the mightiest can vanish when conditions shift. As our seas change faster than ever, its story isn't our ancient history. It's a reminder that dominance never guarantees survival. What else might disappear before we notice?